Polly, we need to talk.
Sure, just trying to straighten out my fish spear here.
Well, that's what we wanted to talk to you about. Ever since our plane crashed on this deserted island, we've just been living from day to day, everyone doing whatever they want. We think it's time to change that.
Well, what do you mean?
We've formed a government.
Yeah, a government. Yeah, we're on a deserted island.
Yes, but that's no reason to live like savages.
Okay, so what?
Well, we had an election. Steve and I elected me president and him vice president. My class took a trip to D.C. when I was in junior high, so I'm the logical choice.
Just the two of you. Uh, don't I get a vote?
Well, it wouldn't have made any difference, would it? We have an absolute majority. Anyway, we have a couple new laws to talk to you about.
Is this gonna take a long time? The fish are in the shallows this morning.
I'll be quick. Okay, first, we've voted everyone a guaranteed universal income of 2 fish per day.
Are you gonna fish?
No, we're more problem solvers. You're the industry drone, worker.
So I have to give you fish,
Everyone gets fish. We all live by the labor of us all.
but I always give you fish.
Yes, but this makes it a right, not subject to your whims. You remember yesterday when you demanded service from me and held my fish over my head as a threat?
You were screwing off under a palm tree, and I asked you to bring me some water while I stood in the sun in the ocean trying to spear a fish.
Yes, you no longer have the right to take my labor.
You're taking my labor.
No, if you vote on it, it's a tax, not stealing.
It doesn't matter. You don't actually have a government. You need a constitution.
Yes, here it is.
This is just a leaf. It says Constitution at the top, which you spelled wrong. And it says free fish.
Well, we'll be adding to it. And fish isn't just fish. You have to interpret a constitution. Fish can mean coconuts also,
It says fish.
which means also coconuts. We're not great fans of original intent. It also means you need to build each of us a tent like you did for yourself.
Yeah, that's not fish.
It is if the courts interpret it that way. Steve is the Chief Justice.
Build your own tent. You're not crippled.
Well, if we do that, we're guaranteed a minimum wage of 20 fish per day. So you might rather do it yourself.
Minimum wage.
We're proud of that. With everyone making a solid and just wage, we'll be rolling in fish in a couple days.
I only catch 4 or 5 fish a day.
That was the old world. We have faith in you. You'll come up with something. You just needed us to point the way.
You know what, Eddie? My class took a trip to D.C. too. You know what I learned? It's a Thomas Jefferson quote. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
What?
What do you think, Steve? You want to be part of my revolution? Okay, let's go catch some fish. Bring Eddie.